According to the Texas Tribune, Governor Greg Abbott says raising the age to buy an assault-style rifle is unconstitutional, citing recent court rulings. Berlinda Arreola, who lost her granddaughter Amerie Jo Garza in the Robb Elementary mass shooting, says she didn't expect the comment but is not surprised by it.
I feel like it's just an excuse.
Javier Cazares, who lost his daughter Jackie in the mass shooting, agrees.
We're going to find that statement, or try to find out where exactly that's coming from, where it's unconstitutional. Because honestly, it's BS. It can't be done.
Since the mass shooting where 21 people died, families of the Uvalde victims have called for the governor to hold a special session to raise the age you can legally buy an assault weapon from 18 to 21.
We're not trying to be ugly. All we want is change.
Last Thursday, the governor's press team told us all options remain on the table, and the governor also requested the Texas legislature work together on legislative recommendations to make schools safer. State Senator Roland Gutierrez, whose district in part covers Uvalde, says if Greg Abbott doesn't have the political will to save children's lives, he should just come out and say that, adding that Florida lawmakers took action within weeks of Parkland. Cazares and Arreola say this comment only fuels their fight for change.
That's just motivation. All it is just motivation. It makes us want to fight that much harder. It makes us want to prove our point that much stronger and stick together.
This motel behind me is where those 4 people were held inside against their will, but I'm going to walk you over here. This is the area where police say an eventual chase led to a shootout. Now, the police say that these 4 men that they believe are in between 20 and 30 years old were migrants. They were held up in one of the motel rooms, but were somehow able to escape. One of them was able to get his hands on a gun that the suspect had. And as the 4 men were running from the motel, the suspect hopped in a black Ford truck and started chasing them. During the chase, he tried to hit them with the truck. That's when one of the men fired at the vehicle, but the suspect did hit 2 of the 4 men with that truck. Police told us what they expect to happen once the suspect is found.
And if they find him, of course, he hit the 2 at the vehicle, so that's some charges there. But our homicide is out here right now, and they're kind of going through everything, and they'll decide that if we're able to develop information on the suspects.
Again, police say they believe these 4 men were migrants. They do not believe that they will face any charges because they were defending themselves. They're not sure if any of the shots fired at the suspect actually made contact. Now, the 2 that were hit by the truck were transported to SAMC. One was in stable condition. The other one was in critical condition.
A couple of days ago, they had my son sitting on the floor of the bus along with other students.
Courtney Rawson now spends a quarter of gas a day taking her kids to school after she was informed of her son's ride home on the school bus.
So they were 3 to a seat. They were sitting along the floor, which it's not safe.
Comal ISD says they've heard the complaints, and this is typical for the first few weeks of school.
And we see it every year. So, this is not something that is connected to our bus driver shortage. If we were fully staffed with all our bus drivers, we would still experience overcrowding on our buses as we enter these first few weeks of school.
Bus capacity is 71 students, so if a bus gets full, school dispatch is called to finish the route. The district is working to rebalance bus routes to alleviate the crowds.
You start seeing that, that route's getting kind of full, but you have another bus that's running through that neighborhood as well that maybe is sitting around 40. Then you can take 10 students off that first route and move them to that second route.
Some parents are tired of the balancing act. Priscilla Baker created a Facebook group highlighting other major transportation issues in the district.
1, bus service may not be available. 2, if bus service is available, it's not reliable.
Baker says she wants parents to come together to help find solutions.
I don't think we should be spending time during the school year worrying about basic needs for children. We should be worrying about them getting an education.
Comal ISD says despite the overcrowded issue at a few of their campuses, it's unrelated to the bus driver shortage. The district currently has 20 available bus driver positions.